Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. This is a series review, reviewing a 4-episode surreal absurdism series. That's what I call it. It's called ENA, named after its titular character, the main character of the show, ENA, or ENA, however you pronounce it. I pronounce it as ENA because that's how it looks like it's pronounced. ENA is this half geometric, half smooth, humanoid female character that is relatable and also strange in some ways. She has different forms that she can take on, including this demon form, which is just absurd and strange and does not look demonic at all. It looks, well, basically my take on demonic things tends to be, well, just play Diablo and watch Devilman if you are interested. Yeah. Anna also tends to have multiple different kinds of voices. She has a more masculine voice, which is strange. That's her happy state. She also has a sad state, in which she sounds more female, proper. She also has a sadder state, and yeah, and also her colors tend to change a bit. She also has, she wears like a schoolgirl uniform, although it's fairly blocky in terms of the skirt. She also has a friend named Mooney, who's a female moon character. What the fuck? Yeah, there are various other characters that pop up, like this pink dolphin that is just ridiculous. The Great Renass, I think is what it's called. I don't know. Runass. And many other different side characters that are just strange and weird and absurd. Anna also has a bit of a, well, like I said, she's relatable in some ways, that, you know, sometimes she feels like she wants to die, but, you know, nobody's willing to do that. She is a strange case, but I like Anna. I think she's cool. Probably my favorite character of the 4-episode series. There's also a video game. I have not played it, and I probably won't, because I fear that the video game itself, the story of the video game, might ruin the rest of the show for me. Season 2 is basically that video game, and you could just watch the cutscenes, which I didn't do, but whatever. So episode 1 is called Auction Day, and Anna and Mooney go to an auction, and then the surrealism is very prominent in this series. It's all about surreal, it's all about absurdism, and also escapism. It's one of those, it's a series that definitely resonates with me a little bit, because, you know, as someone who is a millennial, I take great joy in escapism, and, you know, being able to escape from reality into, like, a visual world that I can see in my head that is just of my own creation. And this series definitely reflects that very well. There's all sorts of white mannequins, also strange buildings, different colorful objects and whatnot. Very fun and enjoyable. The animation style, the graphic design, you know, at times it feels like you're in a video game, and this is exemplified in episode 2, Extinction Day, where Anna has to, you know, offer an important message to Mooney. And it's like you're playing a PlayStation game, or Doom for PC. It's like you're playing one of those games in terms of, like, trying to find your way and, you know, the camera movements and whatnot. It feels like you're in one of those video games. which is pretty cool. And it's also similarly done with episode 3, Temptation Day. And even in episode 4, The Power of Putluck, whatever the fuck that means. The graphic design and overall, the design of the characters is interesting. The overall tone of the show is comedic, while also surreal, and meant to convey this feeling of, like, confusion in a way. Because, well, if you look at ENA herself, she looks confusing in a way. But, I don't know, it's a strange series, one that I definitely enjoyed watching for the first time. It started with episode 1 back in 2020, and, well, the 4th episode was released in, 2023? And then the video game came out, and I won't bother with that one. The voice acting is pretty good. The voice acting, the multiple voices for ENA is definitely exemplifies the fact that, she has like this multi-personality sort of thing going on, and it kind of works, actually. This is something where it feels like ENA has this multiple personality disorder, but in reality she's just in this world that is so confusing and weird and makes no sense. But at the same time, I love this. This is great stuff. Had I discovered this series back in 2023 when it was finished with the first 4 episodes, I would have loved this. This is awesome stuff. It's strange and weird and bizarre. Some of ENA's actions and whatnot tend to be bizarre, and she pukes up static. Discovering this here in 2025, it's something that I would have loved to have watched this a few years ago, back when it came out. Now, here in 2025, I feel like I've watched it too late. This is something where it's a fault on me, not so much Joel Guerra. You can find the episodes in his YouTube channel. They're still up, including trailers for the video game. Yeah, all that stuff. The overall layout of the color palettes, there's just a lot of strange, weird colors and whatnot, and it feels like you're in this absurd world that you've never been to before, but you like it, and it's something where you're kind of enjoying this surreal, absurd, crazy realm that you've never been to before, and ENA is your guide. And that's something I approve of. I approve of this series. I absolutely enjoyed I found myself laughing sometimes. And overall, this is a series that I would have enjoyed watching in high school, but didn't exist back then. In fact, it took a while for this series to really be done. So, and I have to compliment the design team, everyone who was involved, even the voice actors and actresses, and of course Joel himself, for creating the series and directing it. And everyone involved did a fantastic job of creating this world that is so strange and absurd, and it's hard to put into words beyond what I've already spoken. But overall, ENA is a great 4-episode series. And if you want an expansion of it, you should probably play the video game. I wouldn't, because, as I've said, I feel like the video game would ruin the rest of the show for me. I'll just stick with the 4 episodes, thank you very little. So, in conclusion, ENA is an interesting show that, you know, people of my generation would probably enjoy more so than people of the generations before and after us. So, but I feel like anyone can enjoy this series, and definitely a number of people can probably relate to ENA in some degree, the character. And I definitely enjoyed this series. It was a fairly quick watch. It was not long at all. I think the longest episode is Temptation Stairway. And that's being like 17 minutes, counting the outro credits. There's no intro segment for this show. It's just a YouTube series. It's not meant to have a massive budget behind it or anything. You know, it's the movements the characters make are weird, including ENA herself, who makes these strange, like, weird sort of things going on. It's kind of funny. There are some things about this series that are off-putting in a way, and that's just the way that the surreal, absurd nature of the world that ENA is in. It really gives off that vibe, that strange, weird, unsettling vibe that you are in this weirdcore-inspired world, and it's pretty awesome, actually. I enjoy this. Overall, what can I say? I enjoy this series. I encourage all of you to go check it out as well. You will probably enjoy it. It won't make any sense to people who are more logical, but overall, you know, it's something that I highly recommend you check out. ENA is a fantastic short series that inspired this movement called ENAcore, which is pretty cool. Music that goes along with that is some of the most solid music I've ever heard in terms of, you know, these playlists that I keep coming across on YouTube. Or ENA Wave, I'm sorry. It gets mixed up with Internet Core and Nostalgia Core and all that stuff. Web Core. All these different core philosophies are, these aesthetics are pretty damn cool. I enjoy every single one of them, and they're very relatable in most respects. As for ENA herself, she's actually now one of my favorite characters of all time. Yep. This character is designed rather well. I like the absurd, you know, nature of ENA. She looks strange while also is, I don't know, there's just something interesting about ENA herself that, you know, makes you wonder, is ENA a species? There's multiple ENAs in the show that are just, you come across multiple, like, dead ENAs, apparently. And, you know, ENA with her different states of being is kind of relatable in some ways. You know, sometimes I tend to cry every so often, multiple times. And I tend to, you know, ENA goes into spastic fits of just absurd, you know, over dramatizing, it seems. And this is relatable because, you know, I tend to over dramatize sometimes, and it really does send off a weird vibe, if you will. And really, that's the thing, you know. That's part of, you know, your brain working the way it does. And sometimes you just gotta figure things out, and to your own accord, at your own volition. And as a result, this is a character that resonates with me a lot because I can easily apply this character, the way she acts, the way she, you know, can easily switch from one emotion to another and then back. That applies to me, and it really is something that is just it seems real, you know. This is a realistic kind of emotion flipping thing, and it tends to happen to more individuals than you might think. And I think ENA is probably the mascot for those types of people, and as a result, ENA is a cultural mascot. I say, hey, she is relatable, and that's really all there is to it. She's an interesting character in an interesting world, in an interesting show. And the music is done rather well too. There's some strange stuff there too. Weird stuff that is good music. The first episode had a great ending theme, although it was kind of weird, strange, with the fast-talking individual, whoever does the vocals. And, yeah, so I highly recommend you check out ENA, if you haven't already. You know, if you are already invested in the whole ENA wave thing, you know, mixed with internet core, web core, then you already know about this. I will revisit this series probably a lot, because this is a type of absurd, escapist, sort of surreal nature that I can get behind. You know, there's also comedy in it as well. You know, you only hear the word damn once, and that was in the final episode, Power of Putluck. I still don't know what that means, but the characters can be comedic, but they also feel like they resemble our own mentality in some ways, you know. These are characters that we can relate to and enjoy being, you know, resonating with. These are characters that in some ways don't make sense, but at the same time, they're well-written characters, I'd say. And that's my review on the series ENA. This is not Lego related or Bionicle related, but I felt like I had to talk about this because this is something that I really just like. You know, I like this kind of absurd, escapist, surreal type of stuff, and it really does give me a good feeling every time I every time I watch something like this. Also, I would recommend the Backrooms found footage. That's still on YouTube. Obviously, there's multiple episodes of that too, I think. But you know, the surreal, strange, yet real nature of liminal spaces. It's definitely a haunting thing, and that's something I'd recommend you check out as well. So, that's it for this video. I will be back tomorrow with another video. I do apologize for not releasing a video yesterday, but I was tired. So, you know, brain was exhausted from doing things, thinking and whatnot. So, and that's another thing I'd like to point out for the show ENA. It is a show that makes you think, definitely. So, if you're a thinker, if you're one of those people that tend to stew on ideas such as this, then have at it. ENA is your show to watch, and you will probably enjoy it, or you probably won't. It all depends on your taste. So, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more videos. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.